everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So in August, Stampin' Up! Has our designer series paper. If it's in the annual catalog and it's not a specialty paper, for the most part, it's on sale. So I have been trying to, one, play with all the new holiday goodness that's in that catalog, because, you know, you get new stuff and you want to play with it. But then I have been making a concerted effort to show you cards using the designer series paper before the sale's over. So here's a couple. These are tutorials I have recently posted. So you just go to my channel and you can search those. This one's a fun fold. And here's another kind of fun fold with those adorable little ducks. So today what I'm going to do, this is a project that we will be doing at my in-person camp this month. It is, and again, because I wanted them to use lots of the paper and to be able to see it and be reminded of it, because I know sometimes you have it and you're like, oh yeah, I used a lot of that up. So this card right here is my inspiration. So it's a little note card. It is 5 by 7, I think, is the size of it. So it's not a standard card size, it's a little one. So they're going to make a set of these, and this is not my idea, this actual card. So I don't know, last spring, I think it was in April, Stampin' Up! They find lots of fun ways to reward and work with and encourage demonstrators to craft, create, sell, all of the things. So there was a challenge that if you bettered your best from the year before, you got a pack of this countryside paper, which is still available and is on sale in pink. And that was just only for the girls who qualified. I did not qualify because the year before I had a really good April. And I knew when I looked at my numbers that beating that, and plus it was also the month that we were getting ready to go on the Stampin' Up! Trip to Mexico. Were we in Mexico? I don't remember. I know I had a lot going on in April. So I knew that there was no way I was going to beat those numbers. But my daughter did. So when they had their little stamp thing and they used the pink paper, her and I recreated the projects at my house one day using the blue paper. So this was a little note card that they did there. And I thought, as I was looking through my stuff, I thought, oh, this would be perfect to do a little set of them. And then I can show you 3 sets of paper. And it won't take too long at stamp camp for them to make it, so it'll still count. It's probably going to be 2. Normally at camp we do a project from one of the kits, so I think this month we will skip the kit and they'll do this instead. So I haven't actually made these, so I may be like, oh, I don't like that one, because I have taken out some other projects. So I think I said these were 7 by 5, I think is what they are. Of course, this isn't going to measure 7. I'm pretty sure it's 7 by 5. So then when you fold it, it's 2.5. So I'm going to fold these in half, and we'll start by just layering our papers. So the first one I am going to do is the countryside. So if you've seen it in pink, that was a one-off. They're not going to make that again. So you had to get it that one time. And then these measurements, I mean, they're really just scrap pieces. I made them the same size that we did the night that we made them. So I'm going to go ahead and stick all of these on. So this is the countryside on boho blue. And always, this is what happens with our paper. Like, I like this. Doesn't that look pretty? But I'm going to go flip them over to glue. And some of them I will be like, oh, I like this one's a safe one. I don't like that side better. But sometimes you're like, it gives you a little dilemma. Like, that one's super cute. This is one of the sides that we did use on that card I just showed you. But I am tweaking them. Is that crooked? I think it is crooked because I have my stuff. This paper has like little animals in all of it. It's adorable. Did I press this on too hard? I can't tell what's crooked if it's my eyes. I have my glasses on. And this one's cute. And I think there's an animal in it, but I need something that's not that pattern. So you just layer on here. They don't have to be in any particular. They do need to be straight. At least hopefully a little straight. And then I am going to take this piece of Night of Navy paper that I have shimmered, and it was laying on my desk, so I'll have to make some for the girls at camp. And these are from the Thoughtful Wishes suite. I'm going to run that through here. I'm going to do all my die cutting at once. And then I also have a piece of white that's gotten dirty, but I just need a little piece. And I'm going to use the same tag that we used, that she used when she made hers. I don't know. I'll put it down below the comments because I'm not 100% sure what it is. And I am going to punch it first because I'm going to put 2 words on. Might be able to get more than one out of this if I pay attention before I do it. So for this one, I have pulled out, for 2 of the cards, the saying hey. I've used this a few times, but it's been in classes or on my tutorial bundle. So I don't know that you all have seen it on public channel. And I'm going to take Boho Blue and Misty Moonlight. I would use Night of Navy, except it's already in another project for camp. So this one I'm going to use the hay in the boho, which is the lighter of my colors. This is why I punched first. So there's the boho. And then I'm going to go Misty Moonlight and do Hey, I Love You. So this is a darker color and it'll fit just perfect underneath there. So we'll add that when we are ready with our die cut. Then for this one, this is a new one. This is the Market Goodness paper, also on sale. I'm trying to keep the embellishments that I picked for each of them kind of lined up, but they're all falling over. So here's the Market Goodness. I do not have this stamp set. There is a card on my channel. I should have gotten things out that were made with these. That's what I've done on the other ones. But if you go to my Facebook, I'm trying to bring back up past tutorials that I've done using the papers. So you can go there and find it. But I did do a card and then I borrowed Carissa's. She bought the stamp set for this one. That there. I like the tomatoes. I just made homemade spaghetti sauce last night. It's like ultimate summer. But they're going the wrong way for this one. And these are cute, but again, I need more of a pattern for this. So we'll go with this one. I cut that one a little small, it looks like. But that's okay. And on this one, I'm going to take the Happy Birthday words. And this is a piece of Cajun Craze that I've shimmered. So we're going to put that over it. So it's kind of good that those are a little bit more spaced apart. Line these up over here on my tray. And then the last one, I am going to use the Lavender. So the Lavender and the Countryside Inn were in last year's catalog, but they rolled over. So if you can go to my website and search the papers and you can see all the ones that are on sale, or you can see ones that came back that you might not know that you can still get. And the Lavender is a gorgeous one. We used it in club. So for this one, let's go. This one down here. I don't know which way's right side up or upside down with those flowers. And I love this piece of gingham. Hopefully what's on the back, I don't love more. Oh yeah, it looks too similar to that one. They're different pieces of paper, but. And then just this little piece of, if green's your favorite color, you could always flip it that way because we're gonna put some green die cuts on this. So the die cut I'm gonna use for this one is out of another piece of the paper. And I have gotten another one of the flowers out of the Thoughtful Journey. So die cut that in a second. And then this is a piece of Basic Beige that I also shimmered. I have all these scraps of shimmer. I have so much shimmery paper, shimmery goodness, sitting on my desk. You can go, if you want to shimmer your own paper, I use glycerin and Wink of Stella. So you can do tons of it. And I haven't even used a whole Wink of Stella. And I've shimmered lots of stuff. But I do have a tutorial on how to do that. So you can go find it. This is Blackberry Bliss. And this is also out of the Saying Hey stamp set. Put this right down here. Whoops. Way to go, Cheri. Oh, look, I covered it up. You would think that I did that on purpose. I did not. So that's that. I'm trying to move all this stuff so I can put it in the bucket for my camp. So let me roll my die cuts through. So we'll finish these off one by one. Just pull these off. Out. This one did really well. After I I'd already cut the lavender paper, and then I kind of wished I'd done the lavender in this because it looks ever so slightly like lavender. Oh, is it too long for my card? I didn't check that. Oh, look, we can do it at an angle, right? You can also cut the stems off. I think I might cut the stems off because I kind of like it straight. Do I have scissors on the table? Well, look at that. So I'm going to add my adhesive right here in the middle. If you watched the plain card, this was on my other desk. I made sure to keep this before I started. And then I'm going to use my dimensionals. For this one, I chose the iridescent pearls just because I wanted to keep it nice and blue and white. And those are a really pretty. So iridescent pearls. And I'm just going to do 3. You know, I like 5, 7, 9 embellishments, but these cards are little, right? And I have to remember that I don't want to overwhelm my tiny little card. So I'll put, oops. I got it. And you know, I know you're all saying your tool's right there. It is. So let's do this one. I can't decide yet. I think I'm going to put them on the blue. You'll see them a little bit better. 1. So here's this one. And then we'll compare them all at the end again. Move this one out of the way. Now next one is the one I'm like, I don't know, because I haven't used this die for a hot minute. So I don't remember how it cuts out. Oh, perfect. Well, it came like that. So let's grab this. I just don't know if I'm going to need something behind it. So I could get another piece of paper, or I could cut a piece of paper larger. This is the one where I accidentally cut that too small. That looks like maybe it was the scrap piece, you know, when you get to the end. But maybe it will work. And this paper is so shimmery. It's pretty. The darker colors shimmer really nicely. So that navy and this, I kind of like it. So let's add our adhesive. How much fun would this be to just have a friend over, especially those friends that you have that say they can't craft? And you've been like, come make cards with me. And they say, oh, I could never do that. There's a whole bunch of things that I just pulled off that block. But you could literally just get all your scraps of paper out and have the note cards all cut, random sentiments, as long as they fit on your punch. I would go with 1 punch and make sure that all the sentiments fit. Then pull out some, it's stuck on this, touch something on my table. Pull out some larger pieces that they can die cut through, because remember how much fun all of that is when you think that you can't do it. So this one has the eye on it. It's attached. How nice is that? I thought I was going to have to go back and search. And then for this one, I'm going to use the butterflies, because this is kind of an ode to summer. This is a little bit crooked too. I'll just lift that back up in there. I really want to move the whole thing. Okay, well, I can see that I have dirtied my card. See where it's dirty, but I'm going to show you my trick for that. So let's add, I don't know if I have any more of these. And since I chose these for camp, I'm only going to, well, I guess I can do this little one. And then hopefully they have enough, because that's not enough for camp. So there's that one, but it's dirty, right? So I'm going to grab, what color? Let's get maybe blackberry. I've been in a blackberry. Is this blackberry? It is blackberry. And we're just going to cover this right up. I should have probably went for Cajun. Make sure I get right there where I smudged it. There we go. Oh, there's a little bit of smudge there too. Perfect. I'll set this aside because, you know, sometimes at camp things get smudgy too. And then we have our lavender one. This would probably be beautiful shimmered, but I didn't shimmer it, and I'm going to try to resist the temptation to shimmer everything. This already has that shimmered on it. Do this at an angle. So you can see I'm kind of replacing them all in different kind of spots. They don't have to all be exactly like that first card. In fact, I think maybe we didn't have the punch that they'd used that night. I don't remember. I've slept since then, and it, you know, it was my daughter's thing, and I was just along for the ride afterwards. So with this one, I chose these, but I'm kind of rethinking it. Shall we rethink it? Because there are the purple gems that came with it, and I know I have a hot million of them because we got them for club. So I know I didn't use them all. Hang on. Okay. So now I'm gonna, my idea was when I saw how little that sentiment was and I chose it anyways, I thought I'm just going to stick all of the embellishments on my tag. So 1, 2, 3. So let's take a little look. Here's the first one. This one used the, that's also from Thoughtful Journey, I think. It must be in the stamp case. It wasn't in my die case. But here's 3 quick and easy little note cards. The World Card Making Day's coming up in October. I say have your friends over, have your sisters over, your nieces, your granddaughters. Have everybody come over, have a little pitch in, and just get rid of all of your scraps. Even if they can't stamp, they can do this because this is super easy, and it really just keep all of your patterns of papers together, and then maybe you cut the colors for the base, and it would be a super fun class or a get together. Don't call it a class and they won't come. Just call it a get together, a girls' night. Don't even call it World Card Making Day, but that is coming up. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I am going to try to do one more thing with the Mediterranean blooms, because that was slated for my project for camp, but then I remembered I want to do the autumn leaves. So maybe I'll get to the Mediterranean blooms, but I do have stuff on my channel that featured that paper. So go check that out if you're interested in that. Have a great one. Bye.